Halal Owa, Halal Owa, man. So, y'all already know, man. Y'all already know. So, yeah. So I'm gonna let this marinate for a minute. We're gonna let this marinate for a minute because I want the hijack to see this, and he needs to understand it. So please forgive me, family, but while they marinate on that, just because at first I wasn't gonna do it, but let me do something real quick, man. You know, I gotta, just nothing heavy. It's something for the it's something for the new jack to just sit on. I'm sorry, it's something for the high jack. I said new jack. I'm a little older, so I went back to New Jack City on them. So I said, not now. So my computer gonna start messing up now. So I gotta give a shout to Drop Nation, man. Just want y'all to know, man, I love y'all, man. I had no idea, man. We still kind of in this, but we understand there's more war going on, but they don't understand what they're dealing with now. They don't understand what they're dealing with now. Check it. Really thought that this connection wasn't going to come together at some point. I know you stupid ass hijacks didn't think that. My brothers, they hard on me though, man. They been hard on me. They hard on me. They hard on me. I love y'all and I understand it. I understand. At first I was kind of like, what? I'm not that guy. I'm that guy that been getting my ass whipped by the system like whole life, duh. Like, I'm not that guy. Trust me, I get it. You talking about Africa, America, whatever. All I know is I'm melanated, and I grew up in probably one of the worst cities in the United States. I don't care what nobody thinks. When none of y'all think about y'all state, I don't care about that. What I know is, it's been going down since I was like 13, buddy. I'm surprised I made it this far for real. A lot of trauma in between. Man, I'm just saying, man. Shouts to the for the hijack, the marinade. I ain't got too much to say, man. just saying, man. I ain't really want to go. I didn't mean to. I didn't think I was going there with that. You know, right now, not the music time. Right now, it's time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Go. Yeah. So yeah, we talking about the Tuskegee. We talking about these Nuremberg people, man. Nuremberg Code. Goofies, man. Goofies. Goofies. Understand? I guess I understand that you're not paying attention to what's really going on. With Mama and Abba. Y'all thought y'all could slide y'all way in there and be on y'all goofy shit. You know what I mean? You think I wasn't going to catch this 70-70 thing. And I've been seeing sevens all over the damn place. Alright, so I get it. I get it. I get it. Now I get it. Crazy part about the whole thing is, man, yo, the Great Spirit, man, is in me so hard that I don't feel none of that. I don't feel no type of, no itty bitty bitty teeny bit of no hijackness in me. Not a speck of that blood, any of that shit is in me. None of that shit. If it is, it's tainted. Or the Most High say, I'm not gonna let you feel it or know it. I mean, it's probably a biblical, I need to look into that. It's probably something, to say that. But let's go into this Nuremberg Code, man. Let's talk about this, man. Let's talk about this code right here they put together, right? So we all know about the Tuskegee. Come on, let's go here first. Tuskegee, yeah, man. Tuskegee, yeah, man. Right? The Tuskegee study of untreated syphilis in the Negro male, informally referred to as the Tuskegee experiment or Tuskegee syphilis study, was an ethically abusive study conducted between 1932 and 1972 by the United States Public Health Service. In the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and a group of nearly 400 African Americans dodged a hijack Americans with syphilis. Okay. The purpose of the study was to observe the effects of the disease when untreated. Though, by the end of the study, it was entirely treatable. Let me read that again. The purpose of the study was to observe the effects of the disease when untreatable. You hear me? Though, by the end of the study, it was entirely treatable. the men were not informed of the nature of the experiment, and more than 100 died as a result. We're talking about the Tuskegee study. Shouts to my brothers, man. I gotta put some respect on their names, man. I don't care how nobody feel, right? I gotta put some respect on Cody Mayo, Hua, Khan Drop, King Drop. I gotta put some respect on Knights Templar, my bad, brother. I wasn't, it threw me off. My bad. Okay. Big Judah, you know what I mean, UBTV, you know, these brothers, man. I heard y'all, man. YouTube, y'all can get mad all y'all want. Sorry. We'll figure out another way. Yeah. So, yeah. You know, these are my professors. So, yeah. My thing is, see, I have like this, I don't know, man. I really can't explain it, man. This way about who I am, like, I'm like cut and dry, man. Like so many different. I'm not into all of the goofiness, man. I'm not into it. So, first things first was I had to step back and understand what I was dealing with. I'm like, what's going on? Hold up. What's going on? You know what I mean? And at the same time, I'm not like that type of dude where I need to be trying to figure this out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not delivering that kind of energy. I'm not giving that kind of energy to have to sit back and be like, oh, what's going on? So I didn't really understand the dynamics and how this whole YouTube thing works. It's like a way that this YouTube thing works. It's just like, it's a way. You know what I mean? You know, the algorithms and, you know, some things they can control to go a certain, like if you want something to go one way, they might flip it and have it go another way. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on with YouTube. No disrespect, YouTube. I'm just saying. I'm learning. So I ain't nobody though, YouTube. You know what I'm saying? We just talking about, you know, things that happened in the past. Like ain't nobody being disrespectful or none of that. This is a document from Wikipedia. Alright. And they wrote this. I'm just regurgitating what they wrote. So, YouTube, chill. I know how y'all get. Right? Y'all chill. Now, so that's why I gotta watch what my deliverance too, because I don't want to piss YouTube off. You know. So I lost my train of thought that fast. Y'all think about that YouTube crap. So, oh yeah. So, my thing is, man, I don't really give off that. So when I got it, it kind of threw me off, like, what? Oh. So then, honestly, you know, what any man would do. You know what I'm saying? You know what any man would do. You gonna ask your wife. You know what I'm saying? You gonna ask your wife, man. So then I talked to my elders. I talked to my elders, my elders, and they both pretty much said, see, nobody understood what was going on my end. You know what I'm saying? It was all these assumptions, all these thrones up in the air. I was dealing with these people like that are supposed to give me good information. These people are the people that's supposed to want to see me successful. These are the people that has been told to me through scripture that these are supposed to be the people that's telling me, giving me all good information. So how would I even have an idea that they wouldn't be giving me right information? My mom and my dad, whatever, man. I wasn't trying to throw it out there. My mom and my dad give me information, and my wife give me information, and I'm not supposed to go by what they say. Then what's really going on? You know what I mean? This is non-scripted, man. It's real, right? This real shit, right? This real spill right here. This is the real spill. This is the real spill, man. So, man, it's a lot to reconsider. It's a lot to consider. I'm sorry, it's a lot to consider on my end. And then, you have the YouTube thing where anything goes. You got clout chasing, people creating riffs that really ain't no riff. And I'm like, oh, all this YouTube personality, crazy type of, what's really going on? Like, what's going on? Because I'm going to tell you, personally for me, a lot of things I think about, man. I'm way smarter than like whoever these people are that are listening to me when I have my presentations. Because I'm not really like I have a lot of information that I could give, but because I'm not a technical type of person. A lot of things you guys don't even know about or even hear about for real. It's just that I'm having computer problems. I need to get another computer and and maybe like a quick maybe like a semester course of how to run them coding and stuff. Man, once I do that, it's a wrap. Y'all know that, so that's why nobody likes me. Yeah, but yeah, man. So, things, man. Like one of the things, like I tell my son. Okay, I tell my son. I say, my son, he likes to come up with his own answer to something. He likes to come up with his own answer without analyzing it first. I keep trying to tell him that before you come up with a theory of something, okay? Before you come up with a theory of something, you need to analyze a little bit better uh, into what you're thinking about. You know what I'm saying? In other words, you need to. I'm trying to think. I said it to him, but I kind of forgot because I'm on this damn microphone thing. But I told him before he come up with a decision about something, you need to have all the details. You gotta have all the details. There you go. You gotta have all the details. You can't just come up with this and you don't really know. Pretty much everything you're going by is assumption. You don't really know. Like, so, you gotta, kind of like weigh things. You know what I mean? And then you still can't come up with like a strong theory because you really don't know at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So, for one, dealing with that family, because I was telling them about this frequency. You know what I mean? And they was like, stop. Whatever you're doing, it don't sound right. We know you, and we understand, in life. So, no. Honestly, my dad is connected. My dad is like really connected. Okay, when I say connected, understand when I say drop, probably understand what I mean when I say connected. You know what I mean? He's connected. So, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, so when I get this from these sources, like, huh? But then I gotta realize that there are a lot of things working, all kind of magic and sorcery, and there's all kind of stuff going on, man. So I get it. So now, let me finish reading now, man, because I'm going on and on and on. So all I'm saying is this, man. Okay, I know that I am an Aboriginal, man. I know this. So when I'm getting static, it kind of throws me off. It throws me off. So, yeah. Still learning too, man. Still learning. You know what I mean? I still got a lot to learn. Still got to learn. I know it's crazy. A lot that I know I don't really talk about, but I still got a lot to learn. You know what I'm saying? Still got a lot to learn. Yeah, man. Crazy. So, yeah. So, where we at? We're going to start here. The purpose of study was to observe the effects of the disease when untreated, though by the end of the study, it was entirely treatable, man. He did that to them brothers, man. Crazy. The men were not informed of the nature of the experiment, and more than 100 men died as a result. The Public Health Service started the study in 1932 in collaboration with Tuskegee University. Then the Tuskegee Institute, a historically black college in Alabama. In the study, investigators enrolled a total of 600 impoverishable African American sharecropping from look at this picture that he put up, man. From Macon, Alabama. Of these, 399 had latent syphilis, which is a control group of 201 men who were not infected. As an incentive of participation in the study, the men were promised free medical care, while the men were provided with a medical and mental care that they otherwise would not have received. they were received by the PHS, who never informed them there was syphilis diagnosis, and provided discussed place bowls, what the hell is it, place, and provided discussed, disguised, and provided disguised place bowls, and effective methods and diagnostic procedures as treatment for bad blood. The men who were initially told the experiment was only going to last 6 months, but it was extended for 40 years. After funding for treatment was lost, they would give us money for some shit, man. Bang, here we go. Nuremberg Code, British Medical Journal of 7070, volume 313, page 1448, December 7th, 1996, man. Shit. Let's read some of this. The judgment by the War Crimes Tribune at Nuremberg laid 10 standards to which physicians must conform when carrying out experiments on human subjects in a new code that is now accepted worldwide. The judgment established a new standard of ethical medical behavior for the post-World War II human rights era. Amongst other requirements, this document enunciates the requirement of voluntary informed consent of the human subject. This form enunciates the requirement of the voluntary informed consent of the human subject. The principle of voluntary informed consent protects the right of the individual to control his own body. This code also recognizes that the risk must be weighed against the expected benefit, and that unnecessary pain and suffering must be avoided. Give me 1 second. I gotta let somebody in the house. Yeah, I don't know if anybody cook nothing. I don't know. I got some stuff if y'all want to go to maybe James want to go to the 6-11. I'm still waiting for the middle of it. got here at 3 o'clock yesterday. I said the mail, let me know if you see the mail, lady Marlo. Alright, I'm back. Okay, my bad. I know that was rude, but this is important. Alright, so where we at? This judgment established a new, I'm reading it again, standard of ethical medical behavior for the post. Is the right same one? I think I read this. You know what? It ain't hard for reading. We need to get this anyway. This code also recognizes that the risk must be weighed against the unexpected benefit, and that unnecessary pain and suffering must be avoided. This code recognizes that doctors should avoid actions that injure human patients. Should avoid. Yeah. The principles established by this code for medical practice now have been extended into general codes of medical ethics. Code again. Yeah, y'all codes. Okay. I mean, we got a code. They got a code. A code totally different from ours, man. Totally different from ours. So, let's read. The Nuremberg Code, 1947. Permissible medical experiments. The great weight of the evidence before us is to effect that certain types of medical experiments on human beings, when kept within reasonably well-confined bounds, conform to the ethics of medical professional generally. The protagonist of the practice of human experimentation justify their views on the basis that such experiments yield results for the good of society that are unprocurable by other methods or means of study. All agree, however, that certain basic principles must be observed in order to satisfy moral, ethical, and legal concerns. Legal concerns. I'm bad, I don't know what that is. Concerns. Concerts. I could tell when there's something heavy, man, because my city always come up. Crazy, man. Crazy. I heard you don't drive, man. I heard you. Sparrows pulling. I'm just seeing what's going on. definition. Microsoft. Is that a definition? No. App or some shit. App. Oops, I'm sorry. I thought I saw an R in there. My bad. Concepts. My bad, man. I thought I saw an R in there. Y'all gonna have to forgive me, man. Goodness gracious. It's the man. I'm just being hit. I'm hit with a ton of bricks right now, man. Don't trip on me. And then you know, just not that. Them evil spirits, man. They got their way of trying to. You know what I mean? Yeah. I ain't that guy, buddy. I ain't that guy, buddy. I know that shit is way heavier than I can imagine, but my good drive won't win, so I ain't worried about it. Alright. The voluntary consent of the human subject is absolutely essential. Okay? Alright? This means that the person involved should have legal capacity to give consent. Right. Should be so situated as to be able to exercise free power of choice. Right? Without the intervention of any element of force, fraud, deceit, duress, overreaching, or other ulterior form of constraint or coercion, and should have sufficient knowledge and comprehension of the elements of the subject matter involved as to enable him to make an understanding and enlightened decision. Okay? This latter element requires that before the acceptance of an affirmative decision by the experimental subject, there should be made known to him in nature, duration, and purpose of the experiment, the method and means by which it is to which it is to, my mouse is kind of crazy, told you I need a new computer, by which it is to be conducted. Oh man, all conveniences of hazards reasonably to be expected. Okay, be expected. And the effects upon his wealth or person which may possibly come from his participation in the experiment. The duty and responsibility for ascertaining the quality of the. Listen, this is important to me, man. So I'm reading this precisely. Like, I don't care what y'all think. I'm trying to understand everything. This is heavy shit. The duty and responsibility for ascertaining the quality of the consent rests upon each individual co-initiates, directs, or engages in experiments. So you're responsible for your shit. Alright? Alright? But they ain't had no idea that that shit was going to be something else. It is a personal duty and responsibility which may not be delegated to another with impunity. Impunity. We just talking about. Let that marinate for a minute. So, I don't want to be too long because the longer I make these videos, the longer it takes for them to load, right? This is just a confirmation. So I'm gonna end it real quick because I don't want to be too long. It's just we in the classroom. Period. I don't even want to go no further because now I wanted to. Because the longer I do, it take sometimes it take 4 or 5 days for it loads up. I need it, soon. So, and this is just for information that I'm reading. Tuskegee, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, I'm just reading YouTube. Just reading.